Would you believe me if I said I haven't conquered a single province here? Instead, I spent around a few thousand ducats. Yes, I bought all of this land, all of these nations. Now you might of course think it's impossible to buy nations, right? You only can conquer nations. But nope, this is what I've just done. I bought one province, now we'll buy the second province. Of course we can buy another province. And now just look, I bought so many provinces, we can just vassalize them. It's that easy. I spent a few thousand ducats and we bought whole Santa. The best part, we have 800,000 ducats left. It took me around 100,000 ducats to buy whole East Africa, part of India, whole Southeast Asia, Vietnam and part of China. Now, in this video, I will show you how to get 1 million ducats in first few years and how to buy any nation you want. The first step of our strategy is to get 1 million ducats. Now you might think that it's going to take a few centuries, but worry not, it's going to take a few years. Yes, and I will show you how I plan to do it. So we would need two very important seize land, extremely important. Then we would need to grant strong duchies, here we go. Also important, we need to make sure all of our vassals are loyal. Spare this guy. I will royal marry my vassals, obviously. I will choose lenient taxation. Once again, very important. We need to make sure our vassals have less than 35 liberty desire. So, right now, it's not bad. It's not bad actually. We just royal marry my Kaisi right here. Our doesn't really matter. Let's just do something very important to make Ajam a rival. We'll get some good power projection. And I would also do a pro-gamer move. You know about NoCB Byzantium, right? But I doubt many of you know about Guarantee Byzantium. It's extremely powerful. So, by just clicking one button, now Ottomans are crippled. Now they are essentially dead. I killed them. They can't conquer Byzantium, and without Byzantium, they are nothing. Awesome. Just so we are on the same page, here's what I'm looking for this event. Death of Muhammad Juki. So, it has a 36 month meantime to happen, and for this, Shah Rukh must not die. If Shah Rukh dies, we must seize Kham. That's very important. I will hire free company, and already almost 11 December, here it is. We should declare own Ajam, take Tehran, I will make my vassal supportive and I will use my free company. I will not use my main army. Our goal is to exhaust our vassals, to make sure they lose as much troops as possible. Let's finish up this mission too. 75 military power plus 10 power projection because I heard free company, we have a lot of troops. I'm a bit unlucky here because Ajam allied quite a lot of nations. And yes, by the way, for those who don't know, Timurids have cores on all of Ajam, that's why I could declare a reconquest. Okay, that's what I mean, we need to save Kham. I'm sorry. Essentially we'll get second event about Muhammad Juki, and not the one we want. Okay, here we go, let's piss out one guy, really quickly. I will set my vassals at, I think, aggressive, so they go and deal with troops, and waste their own power. We can change color of farce if we want to, that's pretty funny, let's go. Yellow farce, awesome. Here, my friend, you're also done. Okay, that's unusual that the event still didn't fire, but I will save Kham. I needed the event, I need it. Yes baby, here we go, that's what I've been waiting for. So, very important to choose the first option, seize the station. By the way, this event only can happen until 1455, so take a look at the date, make sure it's before, save Kham if it's not. So first option will give us 5 crownlands, right? We already have 40. Why is it important? Let's piece out Ajam and I'll show you. Okay. As for the Ajam, I will just take this land and make it my vassal. Yes, I know that theoretically speaking, we would lose its vassals, right? We would lose them, but I think it's fine. If we just take this, we get 2 vassals. If we don't, we get minus 15 liberty desire for all subjects. Why? Let me show you. So take everything except for one province and vassalize this, right? So take a look what happens now. So we can finish overrun the traitor, and there are 2 rewards. If we conquer enough of provinces, we get 10 army tradition, and if we vassalize Ajam, we get minus 20 liberty desire in all subjects. They're not exclusive. We can get both of those bonuses at once. So, minus 20 liberty desire in all subjects. Wonderful. So now here's the trick. So we seized land once, 5 crownland. We got Death of Muhammad Juki, 5 more crownland. Now we have 40 crownland, and our subjects are loyal. That means we can restore the treasury. Okay, so what happens if we do this? If we do it, one of our privileges will be revoked and we get 400 ducats. Now, why is it important? So follow me, follow very closely. Do not click it yet, go to estates, open add privileges to emirs. Just open this window, right? So it's open right here. Click restore the treasury. So it has been revoked, right? There is no more Suyurical grants. But because the window is still open, right? We can grant it once again, it didn't disappear. And we can restore the treasury once again. And as you see, each time we do this, we get 400 ducats. Now, it would be a bit slow, I'm not lying to you. That's why I recommend to use some automation tool like autoclicker, which I will probably do. So here's how it works. I just put on autoclicker and it clicks for me. It's pretty convenient actually. For me it's one click of a button. You know, this strat is busted when we have to use autoclicker. And you know, this strat is even more busted when using autoclicker is just one part of the strategy. We are at our first 100k, just 900k to go. Yeah, I know, it's pretty OP actually. Believe it or not, but I literally wrote Python script just so it presses the button to do this sequence without my intervention. Like, it just repeats this like every 2 seconds. Like, it's literally the most broken stuff I could even imagine. Well, take a look here. Take a look at this. I just went away for like, I think 1.5 hours. Let me show you the script. Maybe it will be useful to you. Yeah, I just literally sketched out Python script in Notepad. Yeah, it's not complicated. So yeah, definitely recommend to use combination of autoclicker and Python, or just Python, or whatever. Or if you don't need a million ducats, you can just click yourself, but it just takes a lot of time. So, as you've seen, we've got 1 million ducats. 1 million ducats. That's absolutely insane sum. That's like, on this we can hire full force limit, 5 level advisors for like a few centuries, maybe even more. It's like literally almost impossible to spend. I think as soon as you close the estate tab, it won't work anymore, so you must not close the privilege window, you must not do it. If you do it, it won't work, it will reset. So now we can hire 5 level advisors easily. It would be extremely difficult to spend all the cash, I'm just saying. With the amount of waste each month right now, it would take around 150 years to lose 100k. Okay, so awesome. We have 1 million ducats. That's the first step. Second step is we must form room. That's why I guaranteed Byzantium. To form room, we must destroy Ottomans and Byzantium. Now, of course, you might ask, why? The reason is Rome will allow us to have unlimited amount of vessels. Believe me, that's important. And right now, don't worry, we can let Shah Rukh die. It's not a big deal at all. Move at Shafan, really. Anyway, it's fine. And yes, because I declared Ajam as rival before declaring, I've got a lot of power production. So right now, let's take a look. Can I find some isles of Ottomans? There is potentially Hungary. Let's go to Clan Karakoyunu, take Tabriz. Make Gillan Capuchin, why not? Make Erdebil Capuchin, why not? My vessels should deal with this. So right now, actually, I don't even know what we can do, to be honest. Pretty much we won the game. I mean, yeah. Okay, Shah Rukh died pretty late, that's one of the upside of the strategies. We must have scum for Shah Rukh to not die in the first year anyway. I just remember my vessels. Okay, because we have a large army and Shah Rukh has died, we can finish Karnas at Bay and get additional bonuses for Iqta. So about Iqta, actually we will get rid of Iqta, so don't worry about it. We'll get Roman and Community Form instead. So it really doesn't really matter, but I mean, let's take manpower, I don't know. We won't have issues with cash, but we will have issues with manpower. Let me also tell you why we need to form room. It also, technically we could do whatever I want right now, but the problem is colony range. For this to work we need some good colony range. So yeah, because of colony range, the first tier group is going to be exploration. Believe me, you will get why I chose exploration. I just take for some provinces. Okay, awesome. So the main reason I declared on Karakoyunu is actually so I can snake into Ottomans. We would just need... Arzarom is already one province to form room, we just need to snake a little bit more here. Okay, that should be fine, Okay, awesome. I think I'll start by annexing Sistan, because it will be the most difficult to annex. Yeah, some event were unlucky, so it won't be as easy, but we can try. Okay, let's annex Sistan, we'll start with it. Next I will grant one good privilege called Amir's Integration Policy. Here it is. Now when we annex anyone, we won't lose any magic reputation. Transoxiana, 1, Pars, Khorasan. The only issue is that it does reduce relations with other vessels, but we only have essentially Afghanistan left. We can just send gift, influence, divert trade, and it should like us enough. Yep, here we go, we can annex it. Once again, we have course on all of our vessels, so it was really easy to annex them. Now I will probably state the provinces, or maybe I won't, maybe I will. We would need to switch to Turkish culture, so it's not really clear. Okay, that's fine, let's just state some provinces. It's not the most optimal path, but why not? Why not? Once we conquer Ottomans, we won the game anyway. Because our next transaction we can strengthen the northern flank, get more manpower, get some claims on Central Asia, but once again my priority are Ottomans, so let's just boost penetrate. First colonist, I'm not sure if I can colonize anything to be honest. Let's take a look. Yeah, not really. We can build some exploration fleet. We can explore though, we can. Put explorer. Also my goal is to move my capital to Constantinople, you will see why. Okay, let me show you my favorite trick. So if you have enough of mysticism, instead of just clicking this button, first we go to military, slacken recruiting standards. It will increase manpower recovery speed, and now when we click this button we'll get 3 times more manpower, which is just awesome. And we can cancel this button right here, just cancel. 50k manpower, it's not bad. We also, by the way, now can grant religious diplomats, but most important, we can grant mana privileges. Yes, mana privileges are awesome. Here we go. Because we don't have any vessels right now, this debuff plus 50% from subject development is not that bad, it's survivable. Okay, we won enough full battles to finish Fresh Blood. Plus 1 military mana, but most important, we can finish Timurid Empire. We annexed all of our vassals and we can get wonderful general. Abu Said Timurid. 4531. Look at this, it's just wonderful. That should be enough to win against Ottomans easily, which I will do actually. Okay, I don't know what happened, but Ottomans took everything from Byzantium except from Constantinople. I think that's kind of funny, and that's just what I need actually. Oh, by the way, my Crimea became March of Ottomans. That's a pretty big deal. Okay, then let's go declare Ottomans. First war would be easier lately to make a colonial belligerent. I mean, why not? The plan is pretty simple. We get Ottoman allies out, then get Ottomans out. Our coin is technically not necessary at all, so I'll just take these provinces. More than enough for me. Okay, finally Ottomans are here, we can have some fun with them. As you see, they are already running away. They're afraid of our troops. Goodbye Ottoman stack. Yeah, that's easy win. Stack wiped Ottomans. Yeah, baby. That's what I call victory. Okay, see one more opportunity for stack wipe. Yeah, I love Ottomans running away. Look at this. Wonderful. Let's see, can we wait Piskat Kumuk? We can. Once again, I will slacken recruiting standards, use our ability, get insane amount of manpower, cancel slacken. Already have 78k manpower. We're pretty much winning against Ottomans and I'm happy. I am pretty much happy. Also try to improve with folks right here. First attribute is going to be minus aggressive expansion reduction, pretty much obvious. We're almost done with Anatolia, which is pretty good. Although it's a bit of a slog to fight Ottomans, logically. Mostly because they have the strait here. Unfortunately enough for me, I can't move over the strait even if I have military access with Byzantium. That is unfortunate. I'm ashamed to say this, but yes, I was outplayed by AI. It's pretty smart actually, it's pretty smart. I tried to not let Ottomans siege down Anatolia, so I forgot about my mainland. I also should be able to white peace Fezzan and Nesht. Right now we're just going to stack wipe Ottomans because I have self-new tech and they don't. Let's take a look here. Yeah, they have 6. That's just a death sentence, usually. Yeah, well, not a stack wipe, but pretty close. Okay, finished up exploration ideas, which is pretty good. I still need some diplomatic tech, I think. Yeah, Timurid suck for colonization, I know. Okay, here's what I'm taking. And it won't even produce coalition. Just wonderful. It was worth it. It was well worth it. Okay, wonderful. So, essentially now I can easily conquer Byzantium if I wish. But I would focus most likely right now on Karaman. So, most difficult part in forming Rome is taking out Ottomans. If I can take out the Ottomans, I already can form Rome. We could ally Ethiopia, by the way. It's not a bad idea. It also might potentially help us out later when we buy nations. But we'll see. Believe it or not, I actually can vassalize some miners, and I see no reason why I shouldn't. I really don't. We can. Ridalan, for instance, that's easy vassal. He's in Kaifa. Once again, I have tons of cash, so I can literally just bribe them. Then we can vassalize Mazdaran, but Piapas is also good. And command reform will just take representatives of the crown, I guess. Okay, already 3 vassals, that's not bad. Okay, now we have a few loyal vassals right here, which is pretty good. We could declare on Carquino. Why not? Why not? Second idea group. I actually think let's take humanist. Humanist and then diplomatic, that would work. That would work quite well. Mazandaran is ours. Diplomacy is not that useful, but why not? We can get to conquer Mazandaran. Most important are permanent claims. Okay, just need to vassalize Yas and we will be able to get minus aggressive expansion reduction school. Okay, we should be able to finish 1 or 2 more missions, right? No? Oh, there is still... yeah. Let's just vassalize Yas. Awesome, now we can get aggressive expansion reduction. And we can send colonies here, and that's what I need. With these colonies we would be able to colonize whole East Africa, essentially. Without a war, without a single war. But once again, for this we need to form Rome, technically. Technically we don't, but with Rome it would be much easier. More manpower, just wonderful. Yeah, I love this button. Reminds me of the old slacken recruiting standards. To be honest, it's a shame they changed it. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of more pleasant to fight against AI right now. because they just can't get like 50k manpower in one click button, but anyway, I actually loved it. Anyway, let's just go declare Caraman, killing Mamluks, should be easy. The funny thing is that I literally just destroyed Mamluks with only artillery. I'm not joking, it was artillery only stack and it won against 17k Mamluks. Not so much even sure what should I do with Mamluks. We could potentially cancel Syria as a subject, but I mean why? Instead I'll just take probably 1 Syrian province so I can release it later, right? Or just do this. They will annex Syria, they are already annexing Syria even, and I will be able to reconquer it. Okay, here you go, Karaman is ours. And I think we already own most of the provinces necessary to form Room. I just need a few more here in Anatolia and Constantinople. I'll just go conquer Khuzestan real quick. Okay, it was fun, but we need to run to Ottomans. Theoretically I need just to shield Byzantium, so they can't conquer it, and that should be enough. Stabilize Khuzestan, destruction of Mushasha, wonderful. Carve the Koyunu, on manpower in Zinjan, and yeah, okay, we could conquer Caucasia, that's not a big deal. I think I won't conquer, you're joking. Okay, my plan was I peace out Ottomans, but I white peace Kazakh-Muk, then I declare the Kazakh-Muk, and we would reset the truce with the Ottomans. But won't work like that, although there is still Nesht. Let's go declare. Relatively simple, of course, but let's not jinx it. They did make my life a little bit more difficult because they annexed Crimea, but that's fine, that's fine. Okay, here we go, I will just assault, maybe white peace, Nesht. Although not white peace, because it's allied to Mamluks or Ormuz. Break alliance with Ormuz, awesome. After the war we can reset the truce with the Ottomans. Here's what I'll take, I'll just isolate Ottomans essentially. I'm hoping either Poland or Great Horde conquer Crimea, but we'll see, at least Ottomans lose Anatolia. And I can also finally break guarantee on Byzantium, it's pretty much safe now, Ottomans won't conquer it. Oh, they can try to conquer it, but I doubt they will. I will probably abdicate, because this one has 5 admin, that's pretty good, and I will get rid of this air, it's pretty bad. Of course Ottomans still conquered Constantinople, of course. Well, a little bit too late, anyway, it's fine, that's fine. So right now I will do a trick, as you see the true state is 1406, oh yeah, but we actually can reset the truce, how to say. For this just declare on Nesht. Now I just need to quickly... Wait, Constantinople is not their capital, seriously? First time I see Ottomans don't make Constantinople capital. I think it's because I conquered Thrace, maybe that's why. Let's just white peace Ottomans really quickly. Here we go, should be able to white peace very soon. Right, I hope so. Okay, awesome, let's just white peace Ottomans. Let's see, maybe there is some annoying alliance or something. Yeah, Kazakh-Muk. Awesome. Now we should have like for 1502, yeah, we got 3 years. I'll also granted religious minority rights for some hidden tolerance. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, I decided to quickly roll up the Karakoyunu. I mean, we have some time. It's kind of sad because of Ottomans. We could already form Rome actually after this war. The only problem is we need to eliminate them. Okay, here we go. Let's go declare Ottomans. Okay, here's what I'm going to take. Essentially, we killed Ottomans. Yeah. My goal right now is to trigger Georgian rebels, because if Georgians rise up right here, right? Ottomans won't be able to do anything, they just won't. It's just landlocked, there is no way from the sea, from other nations, they would have to go through me, and I won't let them. So essentially, I think right now we can just switch to Turkish, I think we can. So I just need to state Turkish provinces, right? Simple. Okay, I would need to call first. Okay, there, I think let's go declare on Nesht again, and I would be able to annex Ottomans, I would be able to. I also need to find a province which is far enough from others, but still in my reach. Because can't buy nearby provinces, because that would piss off people. Let's finish up from the military, get cheap military advice. Oh, yeah, my non-military advisors are dead. That's shame. Okay, here we go. Cheap commandment. Let's get it. Here we are. 6 ducats monthly. It's pretty cheap. Not that I care, but it is pretty cheap. Oh my god, Ottomans won't even support Nesht. Ottomans are bankrupt. Okay, that's bad. That's pretty bad. Poor Ottomans. Okay, let's just flip to Turkish. I stated all Anatolian provinces, and we just need to unstate some non-Anatolian provinces. Let's take a look here. What can we unstate? Not much, to be honest. Let's unstate these provinces. Right here. A few more. Okay, we're almost there. Yeah, here we go. 50% Turkish. Flip to primary. The Sultanate of Rome. We just need to eliminate Ottomans. That's like a steal, by the way. That would be great against Mamluks. I really don't need Syria. I mean, I could, but I don't need it. And I will probably actually move my capital to Constantinople. We'll still collect in Pasha. Not that it's important to have like 1 million ducats, but why not? I just collect here. Now that our capital is Constantinople, our capital is in Europe. That's pretty important. And we can make some trade companies. We also could ally Poland, let's do it. If it helps us against Mamluks, that's good. I mean, let's release Syria and just go reconquer some stuff from Mamluks. I have support of essentially both Castile and Poland, so Yeah, it should be easy. It's not really necessary for the strat, not necessary at all, but why not? Just why not? Yeah, Ottomans are pretty much done for. Look at this. Okay, here we go, whole Syria. Not really useful, but why not? Just why not? I'll just declare on Ottomans while it's not too late. Yeah, most of their armies are literally rebels. Next tier group I'm taking diplomatic. Why diplomatic? So we can ally more people. Okay, here's what I'm taking. Thank you, Theodore. It took Crimea. That's lovely. I'm taking everything else. Awesome. Awesome. That should be enough to form Roman Empire, right? Yep, here we go. Okay. That was part 1. Okay, that was technically part 2. Now for the part 3. The yummiest part of the strategy. First of all, let's just promote Syria to Eyalet. And he's in Kaifa. And Yas. And Ajam. Okay. So, why Rome, you might ask? Eyalets. So now you might ask, why eyalets? What's so interesting about eyalets, right? Oh yeah, by the way, we do get a lot of torrents of hiddens. The beauty of eyalets is that they are our subjects. Why are our subjects important, you might ask? Pretty simple. So we have 900k ducats. We do. Now, there is one mechanic in the game which lets you buy a province. How does it work? Let me show you. So, charter company. Let's see, will it agree? Yep, it will. So, when we buy charter company, Usually, you would assume that we can't buy a second one, I will show you, because of this. Other provinces nearby. Well, it's a lie, you actually can. So, it's Majertine province, right? I think I'll just vassalize for Sangli. Yeah, the point of vassalization also works. Just vassalize it really quickly so we can give it some provinces too. Yes, and some cash. So here's the trick, So Ethiopia, nope, just ring it in. We can release one nation here, Majertine, right? Here we go. Let's just wait 1 month. And if we ally it, take all here. Charter company, it would agree. Why it would agree? Our subjects don't count as province nearby. They don't. But that's the beauty. Technically, it's not necessary specifically with this guy right here, because we can vassalize it, but we could buy from Ajuran, for example, provinces from Ajuran, which I will do right now. I will improve relations with folks right here. Okay, now that I go here. So we can charter company from Ajuran once, right? For instance, we just need to ally it first. Preferably need to ally the nations here, especially if they feel threatened. If they feel threatened, they won't sell your province. So if we charter company, as you see, we don't even need maximum money. So I bought Hobyo. A reminder that if they lose their core on Hobyo, they lose it. It's forever lost for them. And I can just find Majertine, my guy here, Grand Province. Boom, I can buy one more province from Ajuran. Let me show you. Whatever. Boom, one more province. So we can grant one more province to Majertine, right? Oh yeah, I'm at war, I can't. Oh my god, it's a joke. Well, anyway, we won't need any troops right now, so we'll just do the bare minimum. Okay, whatever, we are done. We can now just give province to Majertine, right? Now we can buy province again, right? Just buy province. Pretty cheap, actually. Don't need to pay a lot. Give province again, buy once again. And now we actually can even vassalize Ajuran. Not that we couldn't, now we can. Easily. Also could vassalize Pate, and we can do the same stuff with Kilwa. So just influence, some cash, and boom, I bought whole nation. Yes, it was impossible to automatically vassalize it, so what I did is I just bought it. I bought provinces, and when it didn't have much left, we can just vassalize it. So that's where the core trick comes in handy, because they lose core, we can automatically vassalize them. If they don't lose core, we wouldn't be able to, because they would have like a minus 1000 reasons to it. So essentially we just bought one nation. Now watch this. Can vassalize those miners easily, without any hassle, which I will probably do. At the same time, I would ally Bengal, right? I would ally Bengal, and we can charter company from it too. Bribing these nations is pretty cheap in one term. Here we go, we can just buy one province here. Okay, so for Bengal we need to get some more trust. I don't know why, but it doesn't really trust me. Oh, I think it's because I dishonored alliance once, and now everyone hates me. We can just bribe this nation, some gift, we can vassalize this one. We should vassalize Kilwa too, that's pretty important. Let's buy some provinces from Kilwa. As you see, they don't even need to spend much, and we can immediately grant it to our vassal Malintia. Kilwa won't be pissed off on us because it lost its core here. We can just charter company once again, it just doesn't mind at all. It doesn't mind. As long as we feed it to Malintia, it doesn't mind. Let's get more diplomatic reputation, that's pretty important. Diplomatic reputation also counts to be able to buy stuff. You see, we can just buy anything, we can just buy nations. Why wage wars? Why waste that in mana? Why? We can just buy. We can just buy everything. We can buy Zanzibar even. We can buy province from here too, actually. Although ideally we should ally nations here. That way we can buy more and for cheaper. Just charter company, let's go. Now we can automatically vassalize guys right here. See, it wasn't a bad idea to get some diplomatic ideas. I would struggle without them. I already don't have enough of diplomats. So it might remind you of Ottoman strategy. For those who don't know, Ottomans can get plus 200 relations with everyone, all Muslims, and essentially vassalize whole world. It is kinda similar, but Ottomans can't do stuff like this, they just can't buy provinces to weaken first and only then vassalize. Basically whole Madagascar is already vassalized by me. Here I will try out alternative approach, I will release Sofala, and I will try to return cores from Kilwa, because they have a lot of development in Zimbabwe. Okay, yeah, so from Madagascar we already vassalized everyone, we just need Imerina. And mind you, it only cost me like 2000 ducats or so, it was extremely cheap. And we already have, let's see how much vessels we do have, we have a lot of vessels. Yeah, I just can't handle the amount of diplomas right now, it's insane how much. Awesome, so right now I should put carry favors and we should be able to return cores right here in interactions. Let's see how much that would cost. Yeah, it works, man. I do need to buy maps though. Yep, all Madagascar is peacefully mine. No conquest, no issues. I just bought Madagascar. So the only problem with this strat is that, as you see, it's quite difficult to get inland provinces. For this we need to either declare war or return provinces with favors. So can I hire one man here? Yep, I was unlucky here, Mutapa didn't get any access to sea. So essentially we can't really buy anything right here or conquer. Unfortunate. Could break alliance though, yeah. I mean, it's still a win, If Mutapa had at least one coastal province, we would be able to return provinces easily. Here's, by the way, what would happen if we didn't release vessels. As you see, no matter how much I offer, Gujarat would never agree, because I have provinces nearby. That's how it works. We can charter companies here too, don't worry about it, as long as we can ally some folks here. Like Malacca, for example, we can buy Malaccan provinces. Yeah, as you see, they don't hate us. I don't know why, it's just a fact. Maybe it's a bug in AI, but they just don't hate us. See, we can buy provinces for cheap. So here, for example, it's Palimban, we can feed them to Palimban. As you see, Malacca happily sells most of its provinces to me. Absolutely happily. It doesn't care that, well, it will soon stop existing. It just doesn't care. Although the problem with Malacca is that we can't really vassalize it, because it has subjects of its own, so we first need to diplomatically vassalize them. To be honest, the worst part is that I'm very overwhelmed with diplomatic management. We have like managed a lot, but it's worth it, I think we can't buy from Ormus anything because we're too close, way too close, yes. It will just say no. And also I moved my capital to Europe because Europeans and Levantine people, like Mamluks and stuff, very small chance they will sell you any province, extremely small chance. It's not zero, but the chance is minimum. Okay, here we can buy a province from Bengal, release Orissa. Once again, it's extremely important to release vessels, otherwise you won't be able to buy anything. So essentially, because we have a million ducats, we can just send gifts, influence nations, no worries at all, we can do whatever. Mind you, the only reason I can vassalize half of Malaysia is just because I bought one province. Okay, a few provinces, not one province. I quite literally vassalized all tributaries of Malacca. Once again, it's absolutely genius. So there is no aggressive expansion, right? There is nothing. Because I take away their cores, they don't mind that I am near them. I don't know how it works, but I haven't seen anyone just be pissed off I'm their neighbor. So like I can just vassalize everyone. It's insane actually. Oh, I see, so they're at war with someone. That's not good. Here I can vassalize Sulu and feed it Brunei, and that we would be able to vassalize this whole island too. Oh my god, yeah, it's kind of insane actually if we think about it. We can quite literally buy all coastline of Bengal, for instance. And yep, we can return core provinces easily. I think, yeah, they also get rid of their core, so no issues here. They're still chill. And here we go, I can vassalize Brunei. It wasn't possible, but I just bought the provinces here, and we can just vassalize it, just as is. Just bought whole Brunei. Cost me less than 50k ducats, to be honest. I'm not even joking, it was extremely cheap. I think it was more like 5k ducats. Where's Brunei? Let me feed you the province. We can vassalize Island Fan 2 now, because we have Brunei. For this we can actually buy even 1 or 2 provinces, and that will sweeten the deal for Island Fan. Like this. We actually can buy Vietnam too. You think we can buy Vietnam? We can buy Vietnam. And ironically, Vietnam is one of the best nations here to buy, because it's mostly coastal provinces. So you can actually buy Japan, Korea, I think there is Champa here, yeah, that's really Champa. Vietnam, those are stuff you can easily buy fully. From toilet. Now, of course you can't buy China or Russia, it would be extremely difficult because you can't buy inland provinces. Or, for example, Bahmanis, they also would be pretty difficult. But look at this, I can just return, for example, course to Orissa. See, I'm just buying provinces. We bought whole Malacca. Once again, no wars, I'm absolutely chilling. I'm just chilling, literally doing nothing. I'm just buying charter companies and that's it. So, as you see, I already bought half of Indonesia, almost enough of provinces to form Malaya. Absolutely peacefully. Absolutely peacefully. No aggression, no violence. I just bought them. It's capitalism, baby. Here we can vassalize Delhi, for example. Note that absolutely no wars. All I'm doing here is peaceful. And it's not like it's Sunni or anything, it's Buddhist. But it just agrees to be vassalized. So here we just need to buy one last province that we should be able to vassalize Vietnam. Yep, here we go, I vassalized Vietnam. Okay, if Vietnam was pretty expensive, I think it cost me like 50k ducats, if we count charter companies. But it was worth it, look at this. This is what I call capitalism. Look at this. We also bought some stuff from Bengal for Orissa. I can buy a few more. And note that they're fine with it. They didn't mind me. I just steal their nation, they're fine with it. So, just to show how much I bought 16,000 development. Essentially, everything I bought is subjects, so all subjects are, okay, maybe except Syria, are development. So I bought around 16,100 development. 1600, and I can buy more. Let me show you. I can just buy bone, right? I can just buy bone, release bone, if I can find it. Here it is. And I can continue just buying. I can buy as much provinces as I can, as long as they're not capital or inland. So for island nations or nations like Vietnam, it's absolutely perfect. Just take a look here. I'm just going to buy this nation. Yeah, just buy it. If you see that they have tributaries, you can buy tributaries. No worries here. You can just buy them. Everything is for sale. Okay, so they don't want to sell this price, but it's not a big deal. We can vassalize as is. Note that I haven't spent even 100k. Note that I spent like 100k for all of these vessels. 100k. It's absolutely pathetic. It won't pay anything in EU4. Oh, here we go. One more nation. Mind you, it was impossible to vassalize it, but because I bought provinces, it got reduced in development and I could just buy it. So, believe it or not, it actually works with everything. Like, for example, here, let's see, is there any releasable? There is Mataram. I can just buy. Okay, I need to first ally, then buy. I can just ally this nation right here. Majapahit, my friend. Buy a province. Release Mataram. We can buy a few more provinces. Okay, yeah, we won't be able to vassalize it because it has Bali as tributary. But once we vassalize Bali, we would be able to vassalize Majapahit because like already only 3 provinces or so. Then we would be able to vassalize Sanda. We would be able to vassalize almost any coastal nation. Songhai won't work, of course, but Kano we can try, for example. Tunis also can try, for example. Korea definitely. Japan definitely. Nanai absolutely. Mexicans absolutely. It only won't work on Europeans. Let me even show you. I wanted to buy from Europeans, but that's not as easy. Let's just ally Portugal for demonstration purposes. So if we would... Oh, we can't even buy South Africa actually. We just can't. We can buy something right here. Oh no, actually it works. It works, but it's extremely expensive. They have... Okay, it's not how it works, but it's definitely more difficult to buy from Europeans. So essentially, yeah. If I wish I could buy at least half more Southeast Asia, definitely could buy more of Bengal. I don't think I can vassalize it because it would be pretty difficult. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I think it's the easiest way to do pacifist run, if you somehow can form a room in pacifist way. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.